second product research video. It's the second one in the line. The only reason I've done 2 product research videos is because it is the most important. I hope you enjoyed the first one and kind of got a basic grasp of what the objective of product research is. If you haven't, leave me some questions below or shoot me an email or anything like that. I'm completely open. But in this video, we're going to look at extra techniques that a lot of people don't know or don't use, and how it's a disadvantage that you don't use them. So if you think about knowing multiple different techniques, think of it like a wide net. You cast a wide net over all of the products on Amazon. It's much easier then to pick the gold ones because you've casted a wider net. If you only use one technique, everyone who's using the easy techniques like JungleScout, the ones that are readily available, and people don't really have to work a little bit harder to use or actually do a bit more research to find even just the techniques to then research, it's only going to set you aside and mean that you find those golden products first. Because when it comes to Amazon, the sooner you find them and the quicker you react to them and get the products from China made and to your US or UK or Germany, wherever you are, the better it is for you. So I've got a list of the products we're going to do here. But before we start, I have actually sold 52 units yesterday. So if I try and show you this, there it is. So you can see I've done 13 today. That was my final 13. But that little grey spike next to it is 52 units, which was £130 profit. So that's pretty exciting. That's a goal for me achieved. Let's try and move this up to the corner. We'll crack on with product research. All right, guys. So the first one is playing around with the filters. This is the most obvious one. A lot of people still do it, but not everyone does it. So what I mean by that is instead of searching for the standard £10 price, 300 sales a month, less than 100 reviews, click search, everyone's doing that. So instead, you can use some of the options that it gives you. Look for number of sellers. Say I want products that sell over 500, way less than price of £10 and way less than £1. That way you're going to keep shipping really low, or get rid of the shipping, get rid of the weight, and click on number of sellers. I don't want more than 300 sellers. That means it's not going to be very competitive very much. Or the listing quality. The one I've done here is I want to see products over £10 with an estimated revenue of £15,000. This is on the US store. With an estimated revenue of £15,000. Reviews under 50. The rating, which is the review rating, is under 3.9, which means it's going to show 4 stars and below, which means it's not fantastic product. Or there might be some room for improvement that we can do if we read some of the reviews on the badly rated product. And the listing quality is 78. So that's how JungleScout lists it. Rates the listing, which means it either doesn't have very good pictures, it doesn't have many pictures, it hasn't used all of the searched, bullet point search terms, hasn't done very good keyword indexing, all of which things we can do better and take advantage of. So if we search here, it's going to bring up a list of products. Then we can sort by reviews, so the highest ones first. And if we scroll down, we can start seeing some. Now, I know for a fact in the US these are good. And then this one here, I've seen this one before actually, it's really quite cool. It's like a little piggyback thing for long hikes for the small children. This one apparently sells $412 a month at $100, so not quite a Amazon product unless you have a lot of capital to put up first. Some of you might do. The next one is GoFit Blaster Band. Don't know what that is. $39. Could 906 sales a month. Could be absolutely golden. That's making a lot of money a month. 36,000 revenue a month. There you go. And you just keep scrolling and eventually you'll find a good one. All right. Obviously, we don't really want to be getting into technical things like that, but that's a good one. There's no reason why you can't do copolymer line. Sells $174, $119. Maybe not. It's quite expensive, but anyway, that's the first one. The second one is just here. So what you do is you go up to the search term on your local Amazon, type in minus, and then just smash the keyboard with your arms or your head, whatever you want to, until it comes up with this, whatever. It doesn't have to be that, and then click search. What's that going to do is, because you put the minus, it's going to search for everything on Amazon except what you typed in. So what that does is gives me every single product on Amazon, which is 26,459,000 results, and then we can narrow it down from there. So we can then sort by average customer review, which is going to put the kind of 5-star and 3-star ones above. And then we can see all departments. We can categorize by departments. We might want to do only garden and outdoors. Now we've narrowed it down to 194,000. And we can start going through these. We can look at price. So we might not want to see ones under £10 and below £50. I'm going to do this generally for my research today as well. Oops. So there we go. Now we have a lot of products that people wouldn't necessarily find on JungleScout, or JungleScout might miss. So let's just make this into a Amazon, so we can use that for some extra search. Extendable marshmallow roasting sticks. There you go. We can also turn on the JungleScout on this one as well. But I'm in incognito mode, so I don't accidentally show anything about my products. An axe, a bit controversial, probably would stay away from that given you're importing it to the UK. Rowberry picnic button clip, potential option. Camping hammocks, a little bit competitive in the UK. And then you just keep going. You keep going through the products. This is giving you a whole range of ones, exactly the ones that we're looking for, you know? And then you can do exactly the same in a different category. Or you can go one further down. So we can go outdoor thermometer. Well, that's a little bit technical, but you know what I mean. Outdoor thermometers and so on and so on. So that's the second technique. I do have a third one as well, I believe. Let me just check my notes. Play around with the JungleScout filters, yeah. So that's called the spidering and wandering technique, or minus technique. The wandering technique, which is the next one I'll talk about, is when we go up here, we go shop by department. We can click on home and garden. And then from home and garden, we click in one more, we can do home accessories. That's now given us a list of all these products here. So these are featured ones, we don't really want them. Maybe home accessories isn't so good because they've kind of revitalized this one recently and made it a bit more kind of flashy. Here we go. So home and kitchen. We can go by shop all, tools and gadgets. There we go. So we've got 267,000. Again, search by average customer review. And all this is doing is giving us a list of products that we could potentially use. So there's an ice ball maker mold. Again, didn't know that existed, but there it is. It's kind of cool. Keep going. Paladone face mats. £4.69, price is a little low. So we could go into a second one. Maybe, can we, or can we do the price? Oh, we can do the price on this one, that's fine, that's all we need to do. So 10 and 50. Again, you just want to narrow it down. 128,000. There we go. So now we've got rid of the ones that aren't really going to have much margin. Again, extendable marshmallow sticks. Someone could check that out. Might have a good one. And you get the idea. So that's another way you can narrow them down. Okay, guys. So I hope that has been somewhat helpful for you guys. Let me take my glasses off so the reflection's not too bad. And kind of the main idea of doing product research is just to find a product that has potential. There's no kind of set science to it, or, you know, if you do this, this, and this, you will find a product. You just have to put in the time, and eventually you will find it. I mean, it took me to find my product probably 2 weeks. I found a lot of good potential ones on the way, but I wanted to make sure mine definitely had volume, because I didn't want to order them and then be sitting around, and I didn't want to come into long-term storage fees, which, if you didn't know, if you have a product sat on Amazon for longer than 90 days, you get hit with a long-term storage fee, which I don't know how much it is, but I imagine it's normally in the kind of 2 to 3 times your standard storage fee, which for mine, because it's quite small, mine's only 2p. But obviously, you know, it's extra expenses that you don't want to incur. So as long as you've got the demand there, you should be good. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like rating. If you think there's a different technique, or you are going to use a technique, or have any questions, just message me below. Use the Facebook name, Tony Duchars, or email me, or use the comments. Honestly, throw myself at you. I really do want to help you. There's a couple of people who I already have started helping. One guy in the UK, he's now on track to do about 2,000 to 3,000 a month. And I honestly want that the same for everyone. So if you did like a video, a like rating is really, really going to help us out and help more people. So thank you very much, and I'll try and smash out a third video, lesson 3, by tomorrow. All right, peace, guys. Thank you very much.